Hi there, Vlad here again. Thank you so much for all the comments and feedback. I know from the feedback that people really like the idea of becoming one of the 1,000 people who I will make my best efforts to help them achieve $100,000 in the next 6 months. One of the reasons I am confident that I can help so many people is because I'm going to share with them a system I personally use and I know works. But I will tell you more about it on the next few days. Just remember to leave a comment if you want to be one of these 1,000. And now for even more good news. I have another gift for you. It's called cash flow channels and you will love it because it's very, very profitable. I sometimes teach people this system when they are learning how to trade because it's fast and very easy to learn. Now, let me show you how exactly it works. Hello traders, Vladimir here, and in this video I will show you how to use the cash flow channel system and why it is that powerful as it looks at first. So let's start with the basic idea. We have channels to identify for us the cash flow, where the cash currently is and where it's pointing, to what direction. And this is basically what we want to understand first of all, because if we have clear cash flow from the big money, that's where we will want to trade. Now, this is exactly the first thing we are doing. We start with daily chart. We can start with weekly or monthly, but it's really way too far, and we will not really wait 5 weeks until a trade comes live, right? We want to trade now, and we want to do it on good conditions. So daily is really good starting point. We want to make sure that the channel, as you can see right here, and channel is built by 4 lines, 2 red, 2 blue. They all have to point down if we want to sell. They all have to point up if we want to go for a buy. Now that could be organized 2 reds below blue or blue, red. It's all fine as long as you can see these 2 channels pointing to the downside. And the direction of each of the lines is down as well. And in that case, once you recognize, and we can see pound dollar, we want to go only for sales, right? So once we are in the channel zone here or here, we want to go for a sell. We want to make sure we also have some horizontal sell zone or sell action zone, as I love to name that. This zone is basically built on the calculation of an area where bearish activity was triggered, and that's where we will want to see. So in this place, in this example, you can see we are in a bearish channel, direction is down, and we are facing here monster sell action zone. So we want to go for sell. After that, we drop to 4-hour or 1-hour chart. Everything depends on your free time, because 1 hour will actually require a bit more of action, 4 hour requires less action, so everything depends on you. I love the 1 hour because it provides great opportunities and faster. So here we are, we have to make sure now on the 1 hour chart we have the same conditions, which means the channels are pointing down, and we want to make sure as well that we have some powerful sell action zone. Like in this example, it's like a rectangle here, not just a zone. So we know here we want to go for a sell. After we have that, we have very simple steps. We have 2 ways to trade actually, and that's what I want to show you here. So let me just prepare it. So first of all, we have way number 1 is to find a trend line. So we can find few lows going up, we mark this trend line, and with the breakout, we go and make a sell. Simple. The second one would be, and the second way would be to use what I call 1, 2, 3 steps. 1 point, down move, correction, and the breakout. So 1, 2, 3. So we have a high point, low point, high point, which is lower than this point, and the break one below 2, and we can go for sell. That's the two ways we have. And then you can see here, we are on the channel on daily, we are on sell action zone on daily, we are on sell action zone on the 1 hour chart. They all pointing down. See this down, 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 down. Very, 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 very good. And we have two waves of action. One, as we have this trend line here, with the breakout, we can go and make a sell, execute a sell. Two, we can do the steps part here, and it's also very easy. We have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, the break below, 2, and we are in a trade. Okay, we protect above the last high, and we aim our take profit to be twice bigger than the stop loss. So just for example, if the stop loss is 40 pips, the take profit would be 80 pips. After 1-to-1 risk reward, so 40 to 40, you can neither cash out partial or move your stop to break even in order to free the risk from the trade. And this would guarantee you are progressing forward. Suggestion, don't take trades with massive stop loss. It doesn't make any sense to go and sell on 1 hour chart with 200 pip stop loss. It doesn't make any sense. Stop loss should be reasonable, okay? And that's what you have to follow. What reasonable means, of course, for every pair it's a bit different, and the time frame also included. But for 1 hour chart, it should be anything like between 30 to 50, 30 to 70 on volatile pairs. Something like the 200 is really not normal. On 5 minutes chart, if you trade, then of course stop loss should be small, like 20, 30 pips. Okay, that's the idea. I'm sure you understand that. Now let's take a look on example for how we trade a long position, buy position. So let's take a look on this example. This is a daily chart, and let's go over our steps. Our first step is to make sure our channel is pointing up. We can see that this channel is up, this channel is up. Each of the lines, blue and red, also pointing up. Great starting point. The next thing we want to do is to make sure we are inside the channel price, like we are right here on this place, middle of August, as you can see. So we can be on this channel or on this channel. The next thing, we will make sure we are next to buy action zone, which is every single of these lines. Okay, this is our buy place. We can see we are dancing around this place. So once we figure that out, we would want, this is where it stopped all the place. We drop down to lower time frames, 1 hour or 4 hour, and we want to make sure we have our channels pointing to the upside as well. And only on here, from this place, all the channels setting up to be bullish. So once we recognize that, we want to make sure we are also on the 1 hour chart next to our action zone. This is a buy action zone marked for us. We are next to there on this place. And from here, we want to go for longs. Okay, and we have two ways to enter here. Way number one, connect few tops, and with the breakout of this trend line, we want to enter the buy. Way number two is to do it by steps like this: 1, 2, 3, and the breakout. So 1, 2, 3, and break above 2 would bring us in. So we can see here 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3. Breakout, and we are in that trade, protecting this last bottom and aiming to take profit to be twice bigger. And if you don't have the steps and you prefer the trend lines, you can always find things like here 1, 2, 3, 4 and connect it and enter with the breakout of the last relevant trend line. You can find whatever you prefer, guys. This is really up to you here, and that's why, because the idea is the same, breakout. Whatever is easier for you to be recognized and to understand, this is what you will want to trade. The most important thing, you have to make sure both channels pointing to the same direction. You are next to the buy action zone, right, like here. Then and only then you can start looking for your trades. I covered all the rules, rule by rule, step by step inside the report PDF you receive with the strategy. And I guarantee you one thing, my friend. If you read it carefully and if you apply the rules as they should be, respect them and respect the idea of the system, you will make money. It is very simple and yet, from my point of view, very genius, because it answers all the most important things we need to know. Buy action zone and the cash flow, where the cash really is heading on the higher time frames. That's where we will want to join. That's what we will want to do. So that would be all for this video. I hope you will enjoy this strategy the same way as I do. Thank you for your time watching this video, and I wish you best. Yours, Vladimir Ribakov.